So this is the Scyrox V8, easily one of my favorite mice to release this year so far, and that's for a couple of reasons. The shape is solid, quality is solid, and the price for performance is great as well. This mouse can be found for between $60 to $70 depending on where you buy it, and for that price you're getting a mouse that comes in at 36 grams, has one of the best optical switches, the Omron optical switches, comes with the latest sensor, the 3950 by Pixart, and goes up to 8000 Hz with the dongle that comes right out of the box. Quality all around the mouse is great, which is to be expected as Scyrox is apparently a sub-brand of Lamzu who gave us great quality mice as well. The shell of the mouse feels extremely rigid with some flex on the left and right side of the mouse. No flexing or creaking is present anywhere on this mouse, even after heavily using it for a week or so. Implementation of the Omron opticals feel really good, pretty much no pre-travel when clicking the middle of the click with a minimal amount of post-travel, and while it's not as good as Omron opticals in the magnesium mouse, they still feel really good and satisfying. The scroll wheel feels pretty much perfect to me, not too light and not too heavy, and each step is well defined. The scroll click is good as well and it's very easy to actuate. The side buttons are in a good position and pretty light to click and very spammable. There's pretty much no pre-travel with a slight amount of post-travel, and the side buttons don't dig into the shell when you're pushing on them like we see on these cheaper lighter mice. Found the coating on this mouse to be really good. It feels like the coating from the OP18K but toned down a little bit. Really have no issues with it at all, and it always provided a good enough grip that I don't really see the need for additional grip tape being needed. Only issue I don't really like with this coating is the fact that it stains super quickly, especially on this yellow colorway. Right out of the box, the mouse doesn't come pre-installed with the skates, which is a nice touch that I see more and more brands doing. So right out of the box you have the freedom to choose your own skates, or just choose the ones that are in the box. The stock skates that come included in the box are pretty good on both glass and cloth. On glass they are pretty quiet and fast, and on cloth pads such as some control pads, they were quick as well. The shape of this mouse isn't anything new at all. It's the same shape we have seen before on mice like the Ninjatsu Sora and the Pulsar X2H, so low button height, the tapered sides, and the tall hump that sits perfectly into your palm. This is a mouse that is quite comparable to the OP18K with a few changes that just make it a bit more comfortable for claw grip users. The hump sits further back so it feels more of your palm up, and the tapers on the side of the mouse are more aggressive when compared to the OP18K. For me, those two changes made a huge difference when switching between the two. For me, the OP18K felt more like a mouse that is better suited for fingertip grip, and I got strains after trying claw grip with it for an extended period of time, while the Scyrox feels like the perfect mouse for aggressive claw grip. The tapers on the side of the mouse are just right, and the hump as well. This is going to be a mouse that is going to be suited for small to medium hand sizes, as this mouse is pretty much the same size as something like the OP18K or an X2H Mini. Compared to the X2H Mini, the Scyrox feels more spacious and less aggressive. The Scyrox doesn't try to force you into a certain grip style like I felt with the X2H Mini. Performance is to be expected, as a lot of these budget affordable mice all perform great. Sure, on paper or in benchmarks it will fall under mice from the likes of Razer or Logitech, but honestly, who really cares? If the mouse does the job it's meant to do and it feels good without any hiccups, then really what's the point of comparing numbers that honestly no one can really feel? I've been running this mouse at 8000 Hz since I got it, and not once did I complain about the performance. Felt smooth without any issues. At 8K I am getting around 2 days with heavy use when it comes to the battery life. Like most mice that came out recently, the Scyrox has a web driver, so you can set up things like the DPI, the polling rate, and all of the usual mouse settings right through your browser. I have just been running this mouse at the normal mode, as I've seen a couple of people run into disconnection issues when using it in the game mode. Other than that, for $70, the performance you get out of this mouse is amazing. So for $70, I honestly don't think you can get a better mouse in my opinion. Been mostly using this since I got it, as the shape of this mouse just instantly clicked with me. For the price tag, you are getting the latest specs, pretty good quality, and an overall solid shape. How long these budget mice will last compared to the big name brands is still something I am a bit unsure about, but for $70 it's hard to complain even if it lasts just a year. So if you are in the market for a new claw grip focused mouse that is exceptional for the price, this might be the mouse for you.